Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So we're still stuck in this consolidation phase at the moment, and until we break through this up to the upside or the downside, I think we're pretty much going to stay in this. I would expect us to reject this trend line somewhat today, back into the triangle and just sort of end up hovering in the middle of the triangle. And if I put a level in there, that's probably the area that we will find ourselves at just before the Fed's press conference today. So that's at 33,134. Levels to the upside are 33,398, or should we say 33,400, and level to the downside is 32,821. Once we break through those levels, I think that's when we're going to see what direction we're going in. At the moment, last week's range is continuing. If you look at the oscillators at the moment, we are indicating that we are potentially top of range, and typically what you can do here is just line it up. You'll see to the left there'll be lots that lines up with it, so that's kind of where we are, rejecting the 155. I would expect a move back into the middle of this range at least today. So depends what happens in Europe, because Europe, you're either going to have a squirt up and down, or you're just going to have a rollover down to here. And then as we get closer to the US session, this is going to get quieter while we wait for the Feds to come out with their song and dance. So yesterday was a pretty strong move off this level. It did look like it was a break, and then you had the inside bar of the level, and that was another move to the upside. So definitely, I wouldn't say there was an opportunity here, because level wasn't really respected that well, although there is a smaller level. If you look at that to the left, there's a previous swing low, and that's exactly where we tagged. So yeah, I suppose it depends which way you look at it. We'll have a look at it on the lower time frames as well. So for me, we do have a crossover here. If we pull back into the middle here and hold this, and we have we have the Fed coming out dovish, in other words, sort of being a little bit lax on when they're going to raise interest rates, then expect another move up. If they come out hawkish and aggressive of when they're going to get the interest rates done, then expect to move back to the downside. And they would probably be down to test this range, and then more than likely a break of that range, because then you're going to have inflation and the war in Ukraine driving this, and I would expect a deeper fall. So right now, anyone's guess. This is a kind of sit and wait. Otherwise, you might as well just take out your coin and start tossing to get a direction right now. So 15 minutes, you can see during the European Open up, and then we had this rejection, and then you had a pin bar right there off structure, well worth the trade. That, so there is your opportunity, there is your stop. So it's a 66-point stop loss, and we rallied all the way up to the next level. You could have taken profit here at the trend line as well, and I can see, I think a lot of people would have taken shorts here at 33,439, which didn't really materialize. So yeah, so for me today, it is a wait and see day. There may be a little scalp, I think, to more than likely to the downside, to come and sort of test this level here at 33,134 during the European session, or alternatively, what's going to happen is you're going to get a break of the structure. But I'd take it with a big pinch of salt and wait for the Feds before taking the confirmation on that break, because that break would break through a fairly strong bit of resistance. And if that does happen, then it is, then there are signs that we are looking for a continuation to the upside. Anyway, if we can get back and hold the moving averages on the hour, then that is our early warning that there is a potential trend reversal from the downward trend. But if we get back below these lows on the hour, then it's going to be a trend continuation to the downside. So until one of those happens, unfortunately, you need to be patient and wait for this. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.